Hello dear viewers and my students, how are you? I think you are safe and you are remaining at home in the pandemic situation of COVID-19. Actually your traditional and regular classes are off and you are watching online class from various platforms. Like that, I am Ashish Kumar Das, the headmaster of Moshti Secondary School, Kochua, Bagerhat. I am trying to help you to teach something about your English second paper. Today I will discuss about a very important part of your English grammar, and it is right form of verbs. Look at the blackboard. Right form of the verbs. Actually, before discussing about the right form of verbs, you will have to know what is a verb. Actually, a verb is a very important part of a sentence because you cannot make a sentence without a verb. Look, what is the important organ in our body? What is the important organ? And you must say that it is heart, because you cannot live without a heart. And when a heart becomes inactive, we will die. So, verb is such kind of a heart of a sentence. In the sense of similarity of heart, you cannot make a sentence. A sentence is not complete without a verb. So, a verb is called the heart of a sentence. Can you understand the importance of verb? I think you will understand. Because discussing about the right form of verbs, you will have to know the kinds of verb and its uses in a sentence. So, what is a verb? A verb is an action word. A verb is an action word. What a thing or what a person does, what a person or thing have or has, what a person, how does a person act, or what is the state of a person of a or a thing is called a verb. Now, dear students, I have written 3 sentences in the blackboard. Look at the sentences. We play football. He is going to school. Laila sings a song. So, the underlined words play, is going, sings, these are the verbs. Without the verbs, you cannot make a sentence. You can make a sentence without a noun or a pronoun or adjective or adverb, preposition, conjunction or interjection, but you cannot make a sentence without a verb. And that is why I am saying you that a verb is called the heart of a sentence. So, how many kinds of verbs? Look at the blackboard now. Verb mainly are 2 kinds. Mainly are of 2 kinds. Finite, non-finite. Finite verb is of another 2 kinds. Principal and auxiliary. Principal verb is also of 2 kinds. Transitive and intransitive. Today I will discuss about the finite verb, and in the next class I will discuss about the non-finite verbs, because non-finite verbs are of various kinds such as gerund, participle, infinitive, etc. And it will be discussed in the next class. So, you need not to be worried about it. Today I will discuss about the finite verb. So what is a finite verb? Look, I am writing some more sentences. He is writing a letter. He came to school yesterday. Lamia sings a song. Look, he is writing a letter. Here, it is a complete sentence. And with the verb of write, he, who is the subject, is expressing a complete meaning. In the second sentence, you can look, he came to school yesterday. The verb came also expressed a complete meaning. And the last sentence, Lamia sings a song. Here the verb sing also expresses a complete meaning. So we can say that the verbs which can express a complete meaning and which fulfills our desire to know something, that is called a finite verb. Actually, when a verb completes a complete meaning, expresses a complete meaning, then it is called a finite verb. And you will also find that there are some verbs which cannot express a complete meaning, and they are called non-finite verbs. So, look at the same time, is writing a letter. Actually, it is a continuous process, and it is we call it present continuous tense, and the verb changes its form. The verb changes its form. As we have used is before the verb write, we also have used ing form after write. So the verb changes its form. That is, it actually happens according to the tense. According to the tense. So when tense differs, verb can also differ. When tense acts in different forms, verb also changes its form. In the second sentence, you will see that he came to school yesterday. Yesterday means in the past form. So the verb come changed into came. Come to came. So come changed its form. In the third sentence, you will also see that Lamia sings a song. We have used a s or es because it acts like according to the subject. As subject is third person singular number, verb will be used with s or es. So what will you see? You will see that the verb changes its form according to their subject or their tense. When a verb changes its form according to their subject or sense of affirmative, negative or interrogative in the formation of sentences or various kinds of subjects, then you will call it finite verb. So finite verb can change, but non-finite verbs are never changed. It is clear? I think it is clear, and you will easily understand what I have said. Now, I am writing some other sentences. Look, I read a book. He gave me a pen. The bird flies in the sky. The girl dances nicely. In the first phase, I have written two sentences. Look, I read a book. Here you will ask the verb, what do you read? The verb will answer, I read a book. What? A book. In the second sentence, the verb gave. If you ask the verb, what did you give? Then he will answer you that he gave you a pen. What gave? A pen gave. Whom gave? Me. So, when you will find an answer by asking the word what or whom, if you find an answer such as a book, me, then you will say the verb has a object. The verb has a object. So here a book is an object, here a pen is an object, here me is an object. When a verb has an object, then it is called transitive verb. And look at the sentences. Here the bird flies in the sky. Where does the bird fly? Where? And the answer is in the sky. How does the girl dance? Nicely. How? Like where, how, you will also ask some questions by using why, by using where, by using whose, by using how. So that will not give you answer of a object. So we can say that the bird fly, the word fly and the verb dance doesn't have any object. If the verb doesn't have any object, then it will call intransitive verb. The verb which has a subject object is called a transitive verb, and the verb which does not have an object, it is called intransitive verb. So finite verb is of two kinds, and I will discuss in the next class. They are principal verb and auxiliary verb, and principal verb is of two kinds, transitive and intransitive. Actually, I have discussed about transitive and intransitive verb. In the next class, I will discuss about principal verb and auxiliary verbs and the uses of auxiliary verbs and the non-finite verbs. I think you will join in the next class and you will enjoy the class, and I will be very happy if you are helpful to my class. Thank you so much.